174. Nick Incontrera has tech falls of 16-0 and 17-0, but that sudden victory loss to Jack McGill in a two-bid bracket in terms of who has locked in their trip to Philly. So Incontrera is going to have to hope for an at-large bid. He is set to face Haden Bottigleiri, who had that tech fall loss in the quarterfinal round to Incontrera. Time of the Keegan Rothrock pin, by the way, was 5 minutes 48 seconds at 165. They're going to make sure things are cleaned on the mat here after the injury to Andy Trzynski. So now we'll get at it at 174. Over on mat 2, they have wrapped up 184, and then they did end up having the medical forfeit at 197 for Thomas Sandoval, who will finish in 5th place, representing Brown at 197. And so they will move to heavyweight over there in the 5th place matchup. Meanwhile, at 184, it was, let's see, in the 5th place match, a tech fall for Andrew Reel, 17-2 over Luke Rada. So a quick recap of the recent results we've had here. And so Nick Incontrera, the Blair Academy product, a minute in, no score, but he's somebody who, when he gets going, he's tough to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. He's someone I grew up wrestling with my whole life, and you know, it's fun to watch him compete.
Gets the leg high, looking for the sweep. Bottigleiri trying to stay strong here, but you can't stop Nick Incontrera. He is a Hunterdon County product from Flemington, New Jersey. More so up Route 31 than 206 if you're a Mercer County resident.
He's got that cradle locked up. We'll see if he's able to hip him over, try to get a fall, but it looks pretty tight.
Bottigleiri trying to keep himself as flat as possible so he can eventually free that leg from the cradle. Here's a chance, Incontrera keeping that leg in. You see it, he has a left leg in. Turning around, Bottigleiri, a better position now here to try to get the pin. It's gonna be a near fall though, and the full complement, 4 points to go up 7-0.
Good old-fashioned cross-face cradle.
Yep.
Tough to stop when executed properly, as was just done.
Nick Incontrera during this tournament surpassed 90 career wins at Penn, and again, such an interesting storyline coming in at 174. The top storyline was seeing a nationally ranked top 15 wrestler behind an unranked wrestler, but it was the head-to-head win by McGill, and you say, okay, well, there's one crack at it for revenge for Incontrera. It didn't work out in his favor, and again, he's just going to focus on what's in his control. It's going to be a very interesting storyline over the next 2 or 3 days to see if he is going to get an at-large bid, but I would imagine he's got to be one of the better candidates. Don't know fully what the bubble looks like at 174, but you got to imagine he's got a good chance as anybody.
Let's just say that he's definitely not going to write himself off. So you know he's going to be prepared to you know, be in his home, or I guess I should say his backyard, so
Yes.
to speak, in Philadelphia.
Yeah, again, coming up at Wells Fargo, the NCAA Division I wrestling tournaments. First time that it's in the city of brotherly love since 2011. That is March 20th to 22nd at the Wells Fargo Center. should be a ton of fun. And I know for a lot of wrestling fans in the area, they're happy that it's within good range for them to make the trip on I-95 to check it out. Incontrera at behind on Bottigleiri, the drive forward, another takedown, 10-0 to lead, 30 seconds into period number 2. Now getting a good hold of that shoulder. Trying to work it into chicken wing here. They're going to 285 in the 6th place match. Princeton's Will Sather just got a pin. And he's pumped up. He's going to finish out his freshman campaign after being pinned twice with a pin of his own. Sather, who only got his action in, gave a thumbs up over here to you, Pat Glory.
That's awesome.
Only began his action with Princeton Wrestling in December because he spent the fall at Princeton football. And so he's been doing double duty, so to say. Good way for him to finish. He's going to finish 5th at heavyweight, and then Logan Marisol will finish 6th. Nice to see there for the freshman heavyweight.
Someone who didn't know they were going to be wrestling until this past week. So it's cool that you have guys that are ready. They just want to wrestle. It's fun to watch.
And that's the thing. You have the alternates available just in case. We wish our best to Sebastian Garibaldi, who could not get healthy in time to be able to compete at heavyweight for Princeton. But Sather finishing out with a win and finishing in 5th place. They will take on the 3rd place matchup at 197. Again, that was what was moved over from Mat 1 to Mat 2 due to the medical forfeit at 5th place there at 197. Incontrera in control, up 10-0 through 2 periods as you see the bracket here. Congratulations to all that have made it in Incontrera, hoping for that at-large bid. But again, a good fight by Bottigleiri, getting that 7-6 decision over Drew Cleary to fight his way where he's going to finish in the top 4 despite being the number 6 seed in this tournament.
Yeah, again, these 6 seeds, they came ready to wrestle.
Yeah, really everybody in the consolation semis showing exactly the spirit of the sport. A lot of wrestlers, their season unofficially being over in terms of not having a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. Well, guess what? You still have matches to have here, and they went at it 100% from top to bottom, and it's impressive to see. And Bottigleiri battling tough here. He wants to go the full 7 against Incontrera after losing by tech fall 5 minutes into that first matchup, ending period number 2. Incontrera has locked in the riding time point, so that's his 11th. It's going to be most likely 3 wins by a bonus unless Bottigleiri can get something here, but Incontrera in control. It's a fitting name for somebody who's so in control. 13-0 the lead. He might try for a near fall here. Nope, instead he'll cut Bottigleiri loose, and he'll look for one more tech fall and make it 3 wins. All said, look, 3 tech fall wins, sudden victory loss. Again, I think he's got to be on the short list in the conversation for an at-large. Try to make it at least 27 Ivy League wrestlers to the NCAA tournament. Last year, representing the EIWA, they had 31. And the first year on their own, still showing the prowess of the conference. Top 4 out of the 8. Virtually even with the Big 12 and pre-allocation percentage. Nick Incontrera with the 14-1 major decision over Haden Bottigleiri, finished in 3rd place at 174.
Yeah, well done. Just scored a lot of points. Nice cross-face cradle here. Almost got the fall. But nice way to get third and finish strong after a tough loss in the